Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Stock, and I'm bringing the latest and greatest up-to-date information on stock activity within the stock market. This is for entertainment purposes only, though I do trade some of the stocks myself. I am taking a position on this stock. Not something that I would normally do, but when you watch my video, you'll see why. Today, I'm taking a look at BNGO, and it's a penny stock, and that's really out of the ordinary for me, but I got some reasons why. I'll share those with you. But I'll share my finding with you, and I'll tell you what my next move will be going forward with this. Let's get ready to rock. All right, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell so you can see anytime these videos come up. Make sure that you click the like button. It really helps me out. Share it with your friends. If you like what I have to say, also leave some positive comments, and I'll do my best to get back to you. I try to respond to everybody who posts in the comments. We are all about positivity here, so just make sure that you keep it positive, keep it friendly, and we'll get along just fine, and I can keep on bringing you the best information that I can and providing you with the best stock information that I have available to me. The stock that I want to talk about today is BNGO. It's caught my attention because it has caught ARK's attention, ARK Investing, and they are just enormous in being able to move the markets, and if they should invest in this stock, and I believe that they have a lot of reasons to invest in this stock, and I'll share that with you as well. But if they do, we're really going to see this stock go up from where it's currently at, even though it is escalated quite a bit over the past couple of days. It's really been run up. I think it'll run up even further. So ARK is huge into genomic activity. So let me pull up the actual name. So for the one portfolio, it's called ARK Genomic Revolution ETF, and the ticker symbol for that is ARKG. And they are just huge into things that go into genomic testing, genomic discovery, and their biggest weight in their top 10 holdings is Pacific Biosciences, or PACB for short, or the ticker symbol PACB. They have about $500 million in market value with their 20 million shares that they hold in PACB currently. And there was an article put out about BNGO that said that their hardware for mapping genomes is more effective and 20 to 40 times cheaper than what PacBio currently does. So PacBio, one of their direct competitors that they have, which is a much larger company, BNGO just does it better. Hands down, they're just better. They reduce time for diagnosis. Let me see, I'm checking my notes here. They took away the need for manual data analysis across platforms. It has all genomics aberrations, higher rate of diagnosis, faster, easier, less costly. The faster and easier, that's going to be huge on the patient side of things. They're less invasive technologies than what we would normally have for diagnostics, at least at the clinical end of it. And I really think that they should have a big spot in the market space for genomic testing. So if we take a look at the finances of what we have for BioNano Genomics, or for BNGO, you can see they have a really small market cap. They have a market cap of just over $200 million, and they don't have a lot of cash. It makes it a little bit of a risky play, but with the recent findings, I think that they're really going to elevate this. Their net the cash on hand that they have down here, $18 million. Not a whole lot in this sort of game, in this sort of market, or really across the stock market in general. It's really not a whole lot of money, but with the run up in the stock market price, they can most definitely do a capital raise, and they can see more money coming in to further develop their business. ARK has a product. They already have a sale on that product. It's 20 to 40 times cheaper than PacBio, and it's more accurate than PacBio. I really think that they're going to be stealing some of the business away from PacBio going forward. And I think that that will improve the fundamentals that we have. When we take a look at these numbers, you can see they had a dip in revenue quarterly. Most recently, it's been coming back around. I think some of the R&D that we had going into this net income, of course, this is going to play into the stock price going forward. I think the major catalyst here is whether or not ARK Investment actually does change from just putting an eye on this stock into actually taking a position on this stock. If they invest in this stock, if it either pairs up with PacBio in the portfolio for ARKG, or if PacBio is reduced and BNGO takes its place in that portfolio through ARKG, through the ETF, I mean, that would just be huge. And let me just show you PacBio's finances. Okay, PacBio, take a look at their market cap. They're almost a $5 billion company, and BNGO has come out and they said, you know, they've shown results that their technology is the better technology. PacBio just put out their HiFi system for genomic testing, and that is supposed to be the front runner for them. It is supposed to be the most effective thing. And in the 3 months' time, BNGO comes out since that HiFi has been announced and said, hey, with what's they call their Saphyr system, they said ours is just better. So I really think that this market cap here, 4.75 billion, gives us an idea of this market cap that we look over here that we have of 200 million. And I mean, this thing could 20x, and that's really important, you know, as an investor moving forward in this. As far as genomic testing, I took a look at it right in 2019. It was a $12.68 billion market, and that's expected to go up to over $21 billion market by 2027. So it's a growing market. So this thing could 20x, and then on top of it, it could stand to grow some more. And in this right here, it says the Saphyr system that's developed by BNGO, BioNano Genomics. It says ultra sensitive, ultra specific, and those are two things that you really want. And this is the part right here. Not only for diagnosing anomalies, but also for developing therapies to treat ailments that people experience. To me, that's amazing. And I really think that those things are in line with what ARK would want out of this. If we take a look at ARK Invest and their top 10 holdings, there you can see PacBio and the market value of their holdings at $25 per share, the market price. And they have 20 million shares. That's worth $500 million. If ARK sees for BNGO, what I see for this, I think that they're going to take a really big position in this. And if they take it early, they stand to make a huge amount. And I think now would be the time. You know, while the stock price is where it's at, pre-market, it's up almost $2 a share. I'll show that in just a moment. Even if it is a run-up price for BNGO, I think that ARK could really stand to take its price from $2 a share up to even possibly $40 a share. That's using that metric of being able to 20x their market cap over time. PacBio went from being just over $3 a share not too long ago up to almost $27 a share. So you know that's going 9x in their stock price in just a short amount of time. Yeah, they're back down to 25. And I think some of that news, you know, I think BNGO has a little bit to do with that some money is shifting around there. All right, so here we have the chart for BNGO, and you can see it's the daily chart, and this goes back to July, but if I zoom out, we can look back even further to see where this stock has been and to get some better ideas. As a matter of fact, let me switch out to the weekly chart. And you can see this stock, it was way up here at, looks like $8.64. And, you know, it just dropped like a brick. And that's not, you know, for biotech, that's pretty normal. As a matter of fact, for new stocks in general, dropping down to this penny stock range, you know, it's something that happens. If we take a look at this one, this is an important candlestick that we have here, you know, running up to $4.68. And that was during the last big news that they had, and you can see it's been kind of muted since then. A lot of consolidating, a little bit more of a run up, and then more consolidation on the weekly chart. And then finally, we have this next volume spike. We can see a little bit of elevation from this bottom down here, 25 cents a share, up to this new bottom right here at about 46.8 cents per share. And then this resistance level that we had right here at about $1.16, that got broken through. And then we had another resistance level right here at about $1.39. That's back on this one. It looks like, yeah, it's $1.39. And then over here from yesterday, we finally broke that resistance. We ended up with a high of $1.49, and in the pre-market, it's going even higher. But now we're in a no man's land territory where we have all this room to run before we get to the next resistance level. That's all the way over here at $4.70 per share. Now let me drop back down to the daily chart, zoom in a little bit more. So we can look at more of the specifics that we have. So here, this is following, I think it was a tweet from somebody who works for ARK saying that he would love to talk to the CEO of BNGO. And based on that, that's really helping to spur the rumors that ARK is turning its eyes towards this company. And if anything, we know that Cathie Wood and ARK, they really know their stuff. They are a very high performing ETF, very high performing company. Now, if we go down, drill down a little bit further, there we go. Here's the 30-minute chart. And I'll move back a little bit because I really want to show some of this pre-market activity, which a lot of times isn't really all that helpful, but it does make a little bit more of my case here. So if we look back to where we had the consolidation and then the volume spike started, as volume spike started around the 23rd of December, and then we have a little bit more, just tiny bit of sideways movement, and then ramp up in the pre-market, and then it holds, ramp up in the pre-market, and then it skyrockets because you can really see that news starting to hit. The double top is important here because it drops and brings it down to that nice linear movement. Another spike during the day, double top, drops it right back down to about $1.32 or so with that last movement. And then in the pre-market, it's just been crazy since then, but there's no volume supporting it. So be careful buying into that hype with that pre-market run-up sort of thing. If we do try and match it up with some of the levels that we have here, the pre-market is matching up. There's not really a significant drop that happens afterwards. With this sort of run up this far in, you can expect a little bit of a drop coming off of this, but to me, it's more of a speculative play. I think that it's a company that has a lot of promising signs. I'm not going to take a large position. I have a very small position right now, and I will dollar cost average into this depending on how I see it move. And I'll keep track of it for a few days and just, keep it on my radar for what news we're going to hear from ARK, or whether or not they're going to make an official statement of, no, we're not going to invest, or an official statement of, yes, we are going to invest. And for me, a little bit of side cash, a little bit of money that I can use towards this that's not going to really affect my portfolio in any major way. If it goes to zero, it goes to zero, and I'm out less than 1%. If it goes up, then I stand to gain a lot, and I can also dollar cost average in on that way up. As far as resistance, we have this double top here during normal hours that it tops out. If we go right across the top of both candles, it looks like about $1.47 or so, maybe a little bit more to $1.49. That could be a good entry point. I could see us being dragged right back down to that $1.49 when the market opens. And if we're looking for support levels, really we have to, we're falling down quite a bit. The stock from where it's at in the pre-market, it's going to lose half its value if we go all the way back down to our support level. I can't see that. Maybe from where it's at now, maybe 50% down, dropping within these levels before it either goes sideways or goes upward. But it is a penny stock. This thing could skyrocket. So really do your due diligence. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. You got to make sure that you're diversified. I myself am well diversified. I have a bunch of different stocks across a bunch of different sectors. This would be my only biotech stock. Absolutely the only one. And it would be my third penny stock. And my penny stocks in total make up about 2 to 3% of my portfolio. So we'll see how this plays out as we get closer to stock market open. If you decide to take a position, make sure that you decide because of your own research that you've done. You should always contact a financial advisor. Remember, this is for entertainment purposes only. So that's what I have for you today. I hope that you find it informative. Remember, subscribe, tap that notification bell, make sure that you like the video, share it with your friends. I'm Dr. Stock. Thank you for rocking with me. Now go get that money.